Hello! I have now finished King's Cage and I had so many thoughts reading this book. I just need to get them out of my head before my head explodes, basically. Why don't you tag along? It might be fun. Little warning, you do not want to watch this video if you have not read The King's Cage, because this is gonna be basically the spoiler fest. So read it and then come back and watch this video. Maven Throne basically sums him up. I mean, it's like cold, it's made of stone, it's depressing. Yeah, so yeah, it basically sums him up. Cameron Cole is like the drama queen. Except for Cal, because Cal is basically the drama queen of Bitch Slap Kingdom, where the national sport is storming out of the room. Careful, my dear. A king without supporter is no king at all. Ooh, Evangeline is having none of Maven's crap. To the new blood who exposed Nanny, you are dead to me. The first time we hear that there is like this rebellion in the Silver Elite against Maven, they're like, ah, long live King Tiberius VII. And I'm like, ooh, snap! Maven's gonna flip. Maven was just like, die, rebel scum. I knew the kiss between Maven and Mare was gonna happen. I was like, oh, it was inevitable, but still, I was like, ew. Yeah, when Maven like talks about his mother and what she did to him and stuff, I mean, sure, it's sad and everything, but she's gone now and you're still doing this crap, so who are you gonna blame now, Maven? Who? We go meet with the Lakelanders and they're like really awesome. They're like really cool. They've got blue. They were like water nymphs. So cool. And then I was like, but hey, why is the princess there? And then my next thought was like, for you, Evangeline. I did dodge a bullet with the whole not marrying Maven thing, and so yeah, you know, win-win situation. Proposal I thought was kind of beautiful because I like the words that they say and the actions that they do. I think that it's quite pretty, actually. I mean, not with like Maven and stuff, but I am very intrigued with this Iris person. I think she's cool. Heard you started smashing things again, Maven continues. You have bad taste in China. Oh snap! Iris's dress sounds amazing, by the way. I like, it sounds amazing, her wedding dress. It's like, yeah, I want to get married in that dress. Oh yeah, and the point, you know, when at the wedding, when Maven and Iris's hands touch, and like her ability snuffs out his fire ability, I was like, she gonna kill him! She's gonna kill him! I know she's gonna kill him! I know that! It's gonna happen! I'm calling it right now! She is gonna be the one to kill him! And so everything, like, all hell breaks loose and everything is going to shit, and we see lightning in the air, but it's blue. And everybody's like, oh, stop doing it, Mare. And she's like, duh, manacles in my hands, hello, I can't do anything, silent stone around my hands. It's like, it's not me, bitches. But did you guys see that little Easter egg from like Six of Crows or whatever? I was like, wait a minute, that's Bricker, let's go, or whatever. I'm like, Dirty Hands, is that you? I did expect Evangeline to help Mare out, like with the helping her escape, but I did not expect it to be of that reason, like, oh, save my brother, blah blah blah. I didn't really expect it to be that, because I didn't think that she would be that sentimental. I know that she has a good relationship with her brother, but I thought it would be something like, oh, do this and kill Maven for me. Or then progress on Evangeline's part as well, because she says something like, ah, go away or whatever, lightning girl, not little lightning girl. So progress, respect. I love it when Mare just like loses the manacles and she's like, y'all bitches gonna fry cause I'm back in town. I don't know why I just sounded like a cowboy or something, but hey, Mary's gonna fry your asses. Back to I don't know, somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. And in this battle at the wedding, like after the wedding or whatever, we get to see so many like different abilities, and I think that that is really cool. We get to see how they use them in battle, which I think is really cool, because some of them I was like, what is the point of this ability even? I mean, that was like the Green Warden ones. I mean, I get it, they can grow flowers and stuff, like, but seeing them like throwing seeds in people's mouths and that was, well, not seeing it, but that was disgusting. But it was also very cool and very nice to see that people can actually defend themselves in like doing stuff like that as well. So Mare finally sees Cal, and every fangirl is like in this joy bubble until Cal starts to like attack Mare. Why do you do this to us? Samson, you always ruin everything. I did actually like reading from Evangeline's perspective as well. I thought that seeing that she actually is a human being and has feelings was kind of a new turn on her character. And what the hell, Daddy Samos? You couldn't, like, you couldn't marry off Evangeline, so now you're gonna give her a crown and make yourself king? I mean, I was like, wait, what's going on now? That was kind of a plot twist that I did not expect, actually, which doesn't happen to me very often. So that was good, but still, I was like, this doesn't make sense. And this conversation between Mare and Cameron that they have, just like, oh, I'm sorry I was a douche. Mary goes like, I'm sorry that I was a complete bitch to you in the Glass Sword book. That was kind of good that you know that you're a douchebag. That's progress, I guess. Polly is just like the most badass character ever. I mean, she's awesome. She's like pregnant and she's still like cracking skulls with her words. She's just like throwing things out there, and it's general now. Act accordingly. Bam! 100 points to Farley. The Julian thing feels a bit divergent-y to me. He's like, oh, I'm gonna find out where we come from and why we have abilities and blah 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 blah. It feels a bit divergent-y to me. With the all, like, I feel like somebody's gonna come out and say like, ta-da! I am the one who's been controlling you since this and this. I've made you, I am God, or whatever, I don't know. But I just don't want to see that happening. Maybe like something else, like, oh, evolution took a wrong turn and now we've regrown with abilities because that's better. When Mare and Cal are running and he takes his shirt off, like, I love how Mary's just like, my first instinct is to tell him and warn him about sunburn, and then I just stop and stare. She's just like every mom introvert fangirl ever. She's just like, wait, sunburn! But no, because whatever you do, don't put your shirt back on. And then they did the nasty. What? My cat is going crazy, apologize. I was not prepared for them to do the nasty. And I was like reading that part on the train. People everywhere. I was like, why does this always happen to me? Cal is such a dork. I love him. And then they meet Sarah and she has a tongue all of a sudden, which is kind of gross, but you know, good for her and stuff. And I love how she's just like, did you enjoy your run? She's just like, I know what you guys did out there. I love that. She's like, what, 50 something? She's just like, yeah, been there, done that. We flip through some more pages and Folly has her baby and she names it Clara, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just like, what? Okay, I understand that your mom died and your sister died, but your baby's daddy also died. Come on. No tribute to Shade whatsoever. I mean, I kind of wanted him to, I don't know, I kind of expected her to go like full on tribute to Shade, but again, Mare drops the most awesome line in the entire book. The little girl looks more like a wrinkled red potato than any brother of mine. Ah, I died. I was like, what the hell, Mare? What? It's a baby, okay? Give it a break. It's like her crazy, funny thought of things is shown again when she's just like, when she drops this line as well with, like, when she's arguing with Cal and he's just like steps into his patented arguing with Mare stance. So funny. One thing that we should all decide on is that there is not enough Killorn in this book, okay? I miss that guy. I really do. He's like non-existent in this book. Comment when like Mare and Cal are gonna fight, he's just like, I'll see you when you finish having a moment. I love Killorn more and he's just like, he's the best character. We finally meet the one who was causing all that lightning at the battle and stuff, and her name is Ella. She's got blue hair because her lightning thing is blue. We meet Rafe, who has the green lightning, and we meet Titan, who has white lightning. And let me just say, I kind of like these guys. We get the name for what power she has. They're called Electricons, which is really cool. We get the funniest pun ever when Mare is just like, sorry, this is a bit of a shock. Get it? Shock? Titan is just like, he was just like me in that moment. He was just like, ah. So he was like hurting inside because it was so bad. It was so funny. The best thing about the Electricons is that they color their hair for like representing the color of their lightning, which I thought was really cool. And Mare's just so boring. She's just like, nah, I'm not gonna color my hair. Okay, so we have this really beautiful moment between Mare and Cal when, after a fight again, they're like fighting, well not really fighting, they're sort of just like grabbing at each other all the time because they're like agitated and stuff, which is completely normal. But anyway, and he says that he's in love with her, and she's just like, whoa, we don't talk like that. She's just like, we don't say that. But she says it to him as well. Well, she says that, I love you. OTP! A training duel was like amazeballs. I thought that that was really cool. He's like taunting her and like taking off his shirt and using all his advantages because he knows where to push the buttons and stuff. And she's just like, you're going down. I'm gonna fry you and everything. And he's just like, watch out for the flame. They really get at each other and they're like going crazy and like really trying to kill each other or something. I don't know. I was kind of scared. And oh, a bit later, she is leaving to fight, and Gisa is helping her, which I find really weird because she's been like, let's go home, and I don't want to be here anymore, and Mare's back, and we don't want to lose another one of our brothers, or Mare, or anybody. So I was kind of confused that she would be like, okay, fine, I'll help you, but then like she always comes through. I don't know, she is there for Mare when she needs to be. Like, she won't stand in her way, that is basically what I'm saying, but she will tell her when she's being stupid. Cal breaks my heart. He gives her an earring like her brothers and Killorn did when they were moving off to fight, and it was just heartbreaking. I was like, what are you doing? Stop it. And it's red as well, the stone in there is red, and it just makes it so much worse. It's so sad. And I just feel like one of them is gonna die when stuff like that happens. The first attack from the nymphs when the water starts going up instead of down, that was really scary for me. I was like, oh no, shit is going down. I was really scared, like literally scared at that moment, legit scared. I was like fearing for my own bloody life. And the battle was written with such fierceness, and it was just, it was so, I was blown away by Victoria Aveyard's writing in that like moment there with the battle. I thought that was just, whew, Evangeline's dad is a horrible person, and I do not enjoy like reading about him. I don't want him anywhere near this like book that's coming out after The King's Cage. Cal's speech though in this like sort of council chamber, it was so powerful. I was like flaming up with those words of justice. I was like, yes! We have now reached the epilogue of this book. Mary's hurt, so I am going to cut her some slack, but I still think that she's being unfair to Cal because I don't know. I mean, he wants to be king, maybe, well, he doesn't really want to be king, but he can't really say anything. There's nobody else to take his place, and he has been trained to do this for his whole life. So of course he's been thinking about it. Of course he's been tempted by the power and everything because he's been training for it his entire life. It's been his entire life for like, what, 16 years or something? And yes, Mare, don't lie to yourself. You do care about the marriage because he's gonna marry Evangeline. Cal, I mean, I love you, man, but if you're gonna start with this crap about actually choosing the crown over Mare, of course you can think about it, of course you can be tempted, but you can't actually choose it, because, I mean, no, you have to stay on the right side. You have to be like, you and Mare are supposed to be the union that unites all of the red bloods and the silver bloods, because there's not supposed to be any difference. Okay, so the last sentences of the book was just like, my brain was gonna explode. I was just like, there are so many questions in my head that they don't even fit in there anymore. So they're gonna have to come out, and that is kind of why I made this video, because I was just like, ah. And the biggest question of all is, like, is the Scarlet God just gonna sit back and wait while Maven, Mare's little baby Cal, and, like, the Rift are just gonna kill each other? I feel like this, like, underlying problem with Julian is gonna affect the next book quite a lot. That concludes my 50 thoughts while reading King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. And this video is gonna take forever. I apologize for that. I apologize for my crazy cat, which is like all the sound effects in this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please click the thumbs up button or subscribe, and stay tuned for more craziness.